the YMT YouTube channel. Meg here, nice to see you again. Not that I ever see you. Maybe one day I will. Maybe we'll get fans in. Anyways, so welcome back. We're up to episode 4 now, which is really cool. Appreciate everyone who has subscribed so far. High fives all around to all of you peeps. And if you haven't, like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications for when all the new videos come on out. Don't forget to follow us on social media. They're running down the bottom if you want to check in with your local teams. That's cool. What else is new with me? I feel like I should update you on my life. I bought a beanie the other day. That was a bit cool. Other than that, I've just been hanging 10. Cool, today's video. We are checking in with Antoinette Collins from the Sydney team, and she's gonna teach us how to make your own rosary beads at home. It's a DIY. We've made it, guys. How YouTube of us DIY. It's gonna be great. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say, so let's see how we make these rosary beads. Let's go.
Now, I may not have a watch on me, but I still know exactly what the time is, because that time is tea time. So excited, let's go. Now, just as I wait for that kettle to boil, I'm gonna do some trick shots. First time. And the kettle's done. What good timing. So hi guys, I'm Auntie, I'm 19 years old and from Melbourne. My hair never behaves itself, it's just a thing. I really like thunderstorms, so living in Melbourne is great for that. I'm serving on YMT Sydney this year, which has been awesome, and I spent a year last year doing team in Perth as well. So, as Meg mentioned, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make rosary beads. That's so exciting! So for making your rosary beads today, you're gonna need 3 key elements. The first one is your cord or string. So this is actually Venetian blind cord. Now, if you don't have this round, totally fair. You can use any string around the house. That's all you actually need for the beads, but I would say that these other 2 elements are just as important. A blanket, and of course, your cup of tea, or mostly finished cup of tea at this point. Now, something else I should mention is I've got about 1.5 meters. Social distancing. That's a good way to remember. I've got about 1.5 meters of the cord that I'm going to be using just so I've got plenty and don't run out for today. So I'm just going to demo the knot that you will need to make these rosary beads today. The beauty of this process is that it's literally just the one knot repeated over and over and over again. So once you've got the knot down pat, you're set, my friends. So the way this works, you get your cord, just get the end bit, and you've got to leave a fair chunk of space at the end, and you're going to loop it around your finger once. Nice, I'm sure we can do that. And then as you bring it back around, you cross it over that original loop, yeah? So you go bam, bam, and then you're gonna do that 2 more times. So it goes 1, 2, 3. So then you've got 3 loops over that original one. Now hopefully you haven't done it too tight on your finger, because what happens next is you slide it off, and with the super long end left of your cord, you bring it back across to the other side of your loops, you push it through the opening, and you pull. Pull at the cord until it comes all the way through, rope for days. And there you go, you've got your loops, and you pull to tighten the knot, making sure the loops don't come out of place. Gently tighten until, bam, there's your little knot. And that's what you're going to be doing for 5 decades. So that's pretty cool. Once you can do that, you can do anything. Now when I make these rosary beads, I usually make them as gifts for people, and what I do with them is I pray for that person. I pray through the rosary that I make for that person as part of my present to them. So usually what I do is, as I'm praying through, I would pray for them, first intention, I would pray for their vocation, secondly. And finally, I'd pray for their family. So today, as I make this one, I'd just like you all to know that I am praying it for you. Not you generally as like an audience, but you, whoever you are watching this, whether you're in high school, whether you're in uni, whether you're a YMT alumni, whether you know team or not, whether I know you or not, doesn't matter. This one's on me, guys. I am praying for you, first of all, that you would know you are loved by God and that you'd know that you're awesome and just incredible and that you've got so much to offer this world. So much. And secondly, for your vocation, that wherever you end up in life or wherever you want to end up in life, that you just always really be open to what God wants to say to you through that and where He wants to send you. Or if you're in your vocation, how you can best live that out with God and with Mary helping you. And finally, for your family, whatever the situation might be like there, just that there would be peace and clarity brought to that, and that you would always know that you are loved. So, I will be praying through the joyful mysteries today, just because they're my favourite, and I'm going to be praying it for you. So please accept this token of my appreciation and love and respect for you. Yes! Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the first decade done. That's so exciting. So now that we actually get to the first Our Father beat that we're going to do, it's worth noting that it's the exact same knot, but instead of looping around 3 times, you go 1, 2, 3, but wait, there's more, 1 more, 4. So it just makes the knot a little bit bigger, distinguishes it from all the other Hail Mary beads, so you know that that's the Our Father one. Awesome, do the same thing, pull it through, pull it through, pull it through, pull it through, tighten. So exciting. Being careful not to mix up the loops. Let's get this daily bread! Yes! Very keen. Guys, what a time to be alive. So I'm just gonna go off now and tie the ends together and do those opening few beads, including the cross. So exciting, we're nearly there, and we've prayed through basically an entire rosary. Can I get a drum roll, please? Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present our finished rosary. That is so exciting. Finished and all prayed for you. Now, I didn't show you this end bit here, but it's pretty simple. So I just tied the 2 ends together with that knot, and then I did 3 more Hail Marys, and for this cross, which is probably the trickier bit, I just did a knot at the top for the head of the cross, and for this cross section here, no pun intended, sort of intended, not really, I just grabbed a separate piece of string and did just one of these ones. We can all do that. And then on either side, I did another knot, and then 2 more below there. Now you've got to be really careful with the last bit, okay? Really careful. I trimmed off all the excess rope, and with a match, I carefully burnt the ends, just melted them, so then the string doesn't fray. Please be careful doing that. Don't set things on fire, okay? You put me in a very tricky situation if you set things on fire. Don't do it. So I'm really quickly gonna run through 5 reasons why I think Mary is just awesome, so good. And in honor of my favorite French Marian saint, Saint Louis de Montfort, whose feast day it actually was last week, woot woot party, I'm going to number them off en français. So, what a strange word for 1. She's my mum. So it means she knows what's best for me, she loves me, she looks after me, And she knows my gifts and talents even better than I do. Now, there's a lot of women in my life who are really good at mimicking the virtues of Mary, but my own mum is actually one of them, because she definitely knows me better than I know me. Now, before I left Sydney, a really cool priest said to me, "Auntie, let Mary make you the woman that you were made to be." Whoa! That's really stuck with me. And at first I thought that meant I'd maybe need a personality transplant, because like I don't feel all that gentle or meek or humble or whatever. Like sometimes I don't feel like I look like Mary in the ways that I am, in the way that I'm acting. But I've come to realise now what he means is that Mary is going to make me the most me, and that she's given me her qualities, and that they're going to manifest through me in a way that's unique to me and to no one else around me. That's really cool. I'm going to talk about why May. So you've probably seen around on our socials everywhere that we're celebrating Mary in May, along with all the Catholic Church. Why? Well, there's a couple reasons, and the one I just want to focus on is that May in the Northern Hemisphere, which unfortunately we're not in, so it doesn't quite correlate, but May in the Northern Hemisphere is the start of spring, I'm pretty sure. So it implies that Mary brings new life where she goes. That she's like this breath of fresh air, as if the spring were coming after the winter. Now, if that doesn't speak volumes about what she can do in our lives and the new joys and fruits that she can bring, man, I don't know what else will. Toi. Mary perfectly did the will of God in her life at all times. She's the spouse of the Holy Spirit. That's a name that we call her, meaning that she did what God wanted from her perfectly. And I don't know about you, but that's kind of something I'm striving to do in my life. So for the guidance, I can look to Mary to show me how she did that in humility and how she always said yes. So maybe just think about praying that during the week. Mary, show me how to say yes. 4. As I mentioned before, I'm currently renewing a thing called Marian Consecration. So I'm reading a book called 33 Days to Morning Glory by Father Michael Gately, and it's a self-led retreat that goes for 33 days, as the name implies. And it's basically working me through, up until the visitation, giving myself as a gift to Mary. And in turn, Mary gives herself to me. It's a covenantal relationship, is what we call it, where we just give of ourselves to each other. And looking at Mary as this beautiful woman who did so many cool things and does so many crazy things in my life still today, how could I not want to do that? Like, she's gonna get me to heaven, guys. That is so exciting! And sunk. This, what we just made, rosary beads. Now, as much fun as I did actually have making it, they are more than just fun. So each day I pray through putting on the armour of God. If you don't know what that is, look at Ephesians 6 in the Bible. It's basically gearing me up for spiritual battle. So I'm ready to go in as a warrior of God, just to fight on that front line all the time. Now, something else I add to my armour is this weapon. It probably doesn't look like one, but the rosary is the main sword, aside from scriptures, the main sword that I cling to in my fight in the spiritual life. Now, it's been said multiple times, cited by many saints, that Mary will always answer a prayer brought to her through the rosary, that there is no problem that cannot be solved through praying the rosary. So as simple and as humble a prayer as it is, that's what makes it beautiful and powerful. And guys, since committing to praying the rosary daily, I have not felt a joy like that before. And there's just this underlying peace that Mary's really given me that came through the power of these humble beads. That's so cool! I hope you feel like you are equipped now to make your own rosary beads if that is what you'd like to do, and I would highly, highly recommend that you do that. Thank you for watching, and this week, maybe focus on letting Mary make you the man or the woman that you were made to be. See you guys. God bless.
Auntie, it's how it's done. Peace. Also, second time. Oh, Auntie, I'm sorry to do that. Oh, but also 2 shots. Who can beat it? Post it on your Instagram, you throw in your tea bag into a cup, tag YMT Sydney, tag YMT Oz, and we will see who is the champion and can get it in one dunk. Guys, that was so wholesome. Oh, I love Auntie. She's so wise and holy. Oh, bless. I really hope that you learned something, whether it was about Mary or if you actually made the beads. And if you did make the beads, you should definitely post it on your Insta and then tag the Sydney team so Auntie can see it. I'm sure she would love to see everyone making all the little rosary beads. It'd be so wholesome. Anyways, that's about it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Super appreciate it. Give us a like if you thought it was chill. And our next video, which will be coming out in a cheeky 2 weeks, will be featuring these 2 weirdos. So if you're from the West, get ready for your best. Hey. Until then, we'll have the blog coming out next Wednesday, so tune into that. But until then, I guess I'll see you in a fortnight. Have a good one, guys.